Scene script. Have you ever wondered who would win in an underwater battle between Titanoboa and Megalodon? Each creature in its own right is a marvel of nature, a testament to the raw power and diversity of life on our planet. And both the Titanoboa and the Megalodon were the indisputable apex predators of their respective eras. Let's start with the Titanoboa. This giant serpent slithered its way across the landscape over 58 million years ago, in the period just after the dinosaurs had exited the stage. Its strength was unparalleled, its grip unyielding. Imagine a boa constrictor, but ramp up the size to an astonishing 40 to 50 feet in length. That's the Titanoboa for you. Its habitat, the swampy, hot and humid jungles of what is now South America. Now think about the Megalodon. This behemoth ruled the oceans around 23 million years ago. Megalodon puts modern great white sharks to shame, measuring up to a whopping 60 feet in length. Its jaws were powerful enough to crush a small car, and its teeth were as large as a human hand. The Megalodon was a true underwater terror, laying claim to all the world's oceans as its hunting ground. Both these creatures were the epitome of predatory prowess in their respective habitats. The Titanoboa, with its incredible size and constricting power, dominated the land and the water's edge. The Megalodon, with its crushing jaws and immense size, reigned supreme under the waves. But what if these two titans of the ancient world were to clash? How would an encounter between a giant serpent and a monstrous shark unfold in the unfathomable depths of the prehistoric ocean? It's a tantalizing question, isn't it? A contest between two of the largest and most powerful predators that ever lived. A battle that humanity thankfully never had to witness, but one that we can certainly imagine. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into the details of our underwater gladiators. Firstly, let's get to know our first contender, the Megalodon. The Megalodon, the undisputed heavyweight of the prehistoric oceans, was the largest shark that ever lived. It was an apex predator that dominated the seas for roughly 20 million years, from the early Miocene to the end of the Pliocene. To give you a sense of the Megalodon's size, imagine a great white shark. Now multiply that size by 3. That's right, the Megalodon could grow up to 60 feet in length, dwarfing most modern marine vessels. Its jaws were a force of nature, powerful enough to crush a small car. With 7-inch long teeth, the Megalodon had a bite force of over 40,000 pounds per square inch, making it one of the most formidable predators of all time. As for its diet, the Megalodon was not a picky eater. It feasted on everything from whales to sea turtles, and it was an expert at ambushing its prey. Its speed was another asset. Despite its size, the Megalodon was no slowpoke. It could reach speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, making it a swift and efficient hunter. The Megalodon's hunting methods were brutal yet effective. It would often aim for the underbelly or fins of its prey, crippling them and making escape impossible. Its immense size and strength were its primary strengths, but they could also be its weaknesses. The Megalodon required a large amount of food to sustain itself, and its large size made it less agile than smaller, more nimble predators. Yet despite these potential weaknesses, the Megalodon was a nearly unstoppable force in its prime. Its combination of size, speed, and raw power made it one of the most fearsome creatures the world has ever seen. An oceanic titan, the Megalodon was a creature to be reckoned with. But how does it fare against the Titanoboa? Now let's meet our second contender, the Titanoboa. The Titanoboa, a name that sends shivers down the spine, was an enormous snake, a true leviathan of the ancient world. This colossal creature slithered through the swamps of South America some 60 million years ago, not long after the demise of the dinosaurs. Its size was truly staggering. Picture this, a serpentine beast stretching up to 42 feet in length, as long as a school bus, and weighing in at over a ton. But what did this terrifying titan feast on? The Titanoboa, much like its modern descendants, was a constrictor. This means it would wrap its long, muscular body around its prey, squeezing the life out of them before swallowing them whole. Its diet mainly consisted of large mammals and crocodiles, a testament to its formidable strength and hunting prowess. What about speed, you ask? Well, despite its intimidating size, the Titanoboa was surprisingly swift, both on land and in water. It could slither at alarming speeds to catch its prey off guard, and in the water it was an agile swimmer, its long body undulating with a grace that belied its lethal nature. However, every creature has its Achilles heel. For the Titanoboa, it was its dependency on warm climates. This reptile thrived in the balmy, tropical climate of ancient South America, but if the temperature dropped, it would struggle to survive. Strengths? Plenty. It was large, powerful, swift, and incredibly adaptive. Weaknesses? A few. It was susceptible to cold climates, and despite its size, it would still need to come up for air occasionally, which could leave it vulnerable to attack. Indeed, the Titanoboa was a true terror of the swamp, a creature that commanded respect and fear in equal measure. Its sheer size, strength, and speed made it a formidable predator, one that few dared to cross paths with. A true terror of the swamp, the Titanoboa was not a creature to be trifled with, but can it hold its ground against the Megalodon? Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the hypothetical battle between these two behemoths. Imagine the scene, the murky waters of the prehistoric ocean, a world where every ripple, every shadow could conceal a predator. Suddenly, a massive shape emerges from the darkness, the mighty Megalodon, with a length of up to 60 feet and armed with 7-inch teeth. This shark is truly a terror of the deep. Its strength lies in its size, speed, and its deadly bite, which could exert a crushing pressure of up to 40,000 pounds per square inch. But lurking nearby in the shadowy depths is another colossus, the Titanoboa. This gargantuan serpent could reach up to 48 feet in length and weigh over a ton. It's a constrictor, relying on its immense strength to crush its victims. But in the water, it's also a swift and agile swimmer, capable of surprising bursts of speed. So how would a battle between these two play out? The Megalodon, with its superior size and bite force, would likely strike first, aiming for a devastating bite. But the Titanoboa is not an easy target. Its incredible flexibility and agility in the water would allow it to dodge and weave, avoiding the shark's deadly jaws. If the Titanoboa could get close enough, it would attempt to wrap its powerful coils around the Megalodon, squeezing with enough force to fracture bones. However, the Megalodon's thick, robust body and powerful tail could potentially break free from the serpent's grip. In this battle of titans, it would be a fierce fight to the finish, with both creatures using their unique abilities to their full advantage. The outcome would likely depend on who lands the first significant strike. If the Megalodon could land a powerful bite, it could seriously injure or even kill the Titanoboa. But if the Titanoboa could wrap its coils around the Megalodon before it could bite, the serpent could crush the shark to death. So, who do you think would emerge victorious in this epic underwater showdown? In the end, the outcome of this battle is purely speculative. We've embarked on a fascinating journey, exploring the lives of two of the most intimidating creatures that have ever existed on our planet, the mighty Megalodon and the terrible Titanoboa. We've delved into the depths of the ocean to uncover the life of the Megalodon, a giant shark with teeth the size of a man's hand and a bite force that could crush a car. This colossal creature was the uncontested ruler of the ancient seas, bearing a size and strength that dwarfs even the largest of today's marine predators. We've also journeyed back to the lush, tropical rainforests of the Paleocene epoch to meet the Titanoboa, a snake of such proportions that it boggles the mind. With a length stretching over 40 feet and a body as thick as a barrel, this serpent was the undisputed king of its domain, capable of squeezing the life out of any creature that crossed its path. We've hypothesized a clash between these two titans, a battle of epic proportions that would have shaken the very foundations of their respective habitats. However, as intriguing as this hypothetical battle may be, it's important to remember that these two creatures existed millions of years apart and in vastly different ecosystems. This exploration of the past serves as a stark reminder of the Earth's dynamic history and the astonishing life forms it has fostered over billions of years. By studying these extinct creatures, we not only gain insights into the conditions that allowed them to thrive, but also the factors that led to their extinction, thereby helping us understand the intricate balance of life on Earth. While we may never know the true victor in a battle between the Megalodon and the Titanoboa, we can certainly appreciate the awe-inspiring power and majesty of these prehistoric predators. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and stay curious.